The air conditioner delivers comfort in many situations, whether the mercury is soaring outside or you're looking to relax after a long working day. But which one should you buy? A split AC or a window AC or a portable AC? What difference does an inverter model make? What is the right capacity and star rating for your room? This buying guide will take you through the many factors you need to consider when you're buying your next AC, starting with the type. A window AC, as the name suggests, sits on your window. It is compact, pocket-friendly and easier to maintain and relocate. On the other hand, it will block a window and generally has higher noise levels. A split AC consists of two units, an indoor and outdoor unit. This makes it possible to have a sleek AC in your house, even if it is in a windowless room. They're also quieter, however, they require regular maintenance and are harder to relocate. A portable AC, while slightly weaker in the cooling aspect, offers superior portability and ease of maintenance. If you want to use the same AC in multiple rooms, this is the best option. Once you've figured out the type you want, the next important factor is the capacity, which is measured in tons. Typically, a 1-ton AC is good enough for up to 100 square feet, 1.5 ton for up to 150 square feet, and 2 ton for 200 square feet and above. However, there are other factors to consider like, is your room on the top floor? Does it get direct sunlight? Are there a lot of doors and windows? Is it usually occupied by a lot of people? Is the ceiling taller than average? If the answer to any one of these is a yes, then you should go for a slightly higher tonnage than what is usually recommended for your room size. There are some AC models which claim effective cooling up to 55 and 60 degrees Celsius, which may be better suited for hot regions. Next comes the power consumption. An AC with a higher BEE star rating will consume less power for the same usage, but it will also cost more. However, the additional cost can be recovered sooner if you're going to use your AC a lot. To put it simply, each jump in star rating can help you save 1,000 rupees a year if you use the AC for 1,600 hours a year as per BEE testing conditions. Another very important decision to make is whether you should go for an inverter AC. Here, the inverter technology is used in the compressor, which allows it to be more power efficient, deliver consistent cooling, and has a longer lifespan. The additional cost you have to pay for an inverter model of the same capacity can roughly be recovered in 2 to 3 years of standard usage, according to BEE standard testing conditions. Also, make note of the refrigerant of your AC. R32 is more efficient and eco-friendly, significantly better than R22 and R401A. Here's a tip. Go for models with copper condenser coils as they are more durable and easier to maintain. There are some other factors you should consider, such as an adjustable AC capacity, which lets you switch the AC to a lower tonnage when cooling needs are less demanding. Smart and Wi-Fi ACs let you control your ACs through your smartphone as well as voice commands. You can also consider ACs with both hot and cold performance, which keeps your AC useful around the year. Most ACs have antibacteria and dust filters, which is an industry norm today. However, some also include PM2.5 filter, which cleans very small particles of size 2.5 micrometer. Also ensure that the brand you pick offers good warranty terms and is known for good after-sales service. For additional peace of mind, you can also go for extended warranty. Tata Click's ClickSurance offers extended warranty at the best price for your appliances. Keeping all these factors in mind, you should be able to pick just the right AC for your home. To shop from the widest range of ACs directly from your favorite brands, explore the AC store on Tata Click. Before you go, here's a special tip for today. Some models offer stabilizer-free operation in the voltage range of 100 to 300 volts, while some do it for 150 to 280 volts. However, if the power supply in your house experiences a lot of fluctuation, it is always safer to have a separate stabilizer nonetheless.